Alright guys, how's it going? I'm just back from Barbers, I've just had my Yogi Bear cut. But before I went to the Barbers, I went to the cafe, that's right, and had a few cups of coffee, thanks to you guys. And thanks also to Clive Mitchell as well for treating me to this week's El Bocadillo de Semana, the Bocadillo of the week, which is my favourite. Oh, sausages, fried onions, cheese. Nice one. Hey, and you get a drink with it as well. €6, about £5 or something like that. I don't know. But it was bloody lovely. 3 days in a row I've had that bocadillo. But that's it now. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to lose weight. Trying being a key word. How you doing, guys? You all right? So, listen. You know, I go each day and I review the Spanish football dailies for you. Not because I'm looking for any groundbreaking news or anything like that, but just so that I can tell you how much they're talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid out here at the moment, because the Liverpool clique of journalists, until we started reviewing these papers again, were saying all the time, oh, Trent and, Real Madrid, it's in the papers every day in Spain. And I was like, not it. You know what I mean? So I started buying them again until this is resolved. I'm quite enjoying it because we touch on other things, don't we? Zubimendi and my boy Aspas as well, of course. But no, I'm reviewing the papers each day to show you what is and isn't in the media regarding Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid, right? And what I can tell you right now, if you don't have time to watch all of this video, is there is nothing in the newspapers today, in Marca, AS or Sport, regarding Trent Alexander-Arnold or Real Madrid's need for a right back, okay? They're not even talking about a centre-back anymore. Real Madrid are doing all right at the moment, so they're not in this crisis anymore. But just in case you don't know, if you don't follow my videos on this each morning, the last time the Spanish media, print media, touched on Trent Alexander-Arnold was on match day when we faced Real Madrid in the Champions League. Since then, they've not mentioned anything about Trent, and they've not mentioned anything about needing a right back at Real Madrid. There's been one reference to needing a centre back, but in the last 2 weeks, 15 days or whatever it is regarding Trent, nothing, all right? So I'm going to go over what's in today's papers in general, touching on a couple of names that we've heard mentioned with Liverpool before, Zubimendi and Kubo, for example. But there's nothing to do with Liverpool in this video, all right? So you can fuck off if you want. Do you know what I mean? If you're like, yeah, don't need to watch Chubbs. They'll only keep us here for half an hour. So, yeah, that's it. So let's have a look. Thanks to those of you that are my channel members, that do buy me a coffee and that through the super thanks love art thingamajiggy. Reviewing the papers, it costs between $200 and $250 a month, believe it or not. Admittedly, I don't have to go and have a couple of cups of coffee, but I don't think you begrudge that, do you? But yeah, I do appreciate you guys for making it possible. I've done a shout out this morning, in my morning briefing, and I'll do more tomorrow. So let's get started then. So Marca, the front page of Marca, the headline was "Me faltaron 2 años en el Madrid," which basically translates to "I should have stayed 2 more years at Madrid." This headline refers to James Rodriguez, the Colombia international. There's a 2-page interview regarding that where Rodriguez reflects on his time at Real Madrid, saying he should have stayed an additional 2 years. It was at Real Madrid from 2014 to 2020. Is that right? I'm not sure if that... I think that's right. That's my notes. With a 2-season loan spell at Bayern Munich before moving to Everton for a year. Maybe that is right. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Since leaving Everton, he's played for various clubs and is currently with Rayo Vallecano. And they face Real Madrid tomorrow, hence the interview and hence him talking about Real Madrid. Marca talk about Kylian Mbappe's injury. He sustained an injury in his left thigh. He's expected to be sidelined for around 10 days. This rules him out of Saturday's league match against Rayo Vallecano and puts his participation in the Intercontinental Cup final next Wednesday in serious doubt. Real Sociedad were in action last night. I watched this game. They defeated Dynamo Kyiv 3-0 last night, securing 3 crucial points towards their goal of reaching the top 8 in Europe. Martin Zubimendi did not feature as he has a minor injury. However, it appears he was rested rather than unfit to play. I think they could have used him if they wanted to, but I think it was a case of we don't need you kind of thing. Kubo, now he was linked with Liverpool last summer. He had a solid performance last night, to be honest with you. While his quality is evident, his small, size, stature, if you like, raises questions for me, guys, as to how effective he might be in the English game. And I do wonder whether Liverpool took, I don't know, he just looks really small. Do you know what I mean? He really does. He had a good game, though. And he was involved in at least one of the goals. He assisted one goal, that is for sure. I know I said I watched the game, but I also spend a lot of time on my phone. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so at Real Sociedad, they're on a fantastic run in La Liga at the moment, guys, and they're currently sixth in the table. And that's important to note that, because some fan accounts, they continue to incorrectly claim that Real Sociedad struggles in La Liga, might tempt Zubimendi to leave. We heard this in the season. Real Sociedad are at the bottom of the table. These fuckers just think they're still there. Their form has, clearly improved since the season started. They're doing all right. They are sixth in the league, doing good. Keep an eye on Atletico Madrid as well, man. Yeah, definitely. They've gone 10 games. I think they've won 10 games in a row. I'm sure I touched on this in here. Here we go. I am actually. Anyway, that was Marcus. So we move on to AS next. Their front page, Un duo para soñar, a duo to dream about. This headline highlights Antoine, or how he pronounces his name, Antoine Griezmann. I don't think he pronounced the N in that. I don't know. And Julian Alvarez as Atletico Madrid's star duo. Between them, they've scored 23 goals this season, and that's obviously played a key role in Atletico's success, which has gone under the radar a little bit. I think that was the headline yesterday, was it? We've won 10 games and no one cares or no one's noticed. Their contributions have helped Atletico Madrid achieve an impressive 10-game winning streak. There was an article in AS today. Bellingham, the new boss. Jude Bellingham has been receiving significant praise in recent weeks, as you know, if you follow my updates. And the article basically positions him as a pivotal figure, with his performances earning him recognition as a leading player. The reason I mention this regarding Bellingham is obviously he's Trent's buddy. And it was only a few weeks ago the press were on his back a little bit, more so than Ancelotti for not using him properly. But he was getting a bit of pressure, and it just made me think, and some of you guys as well, like, Trent, are you watching this? Have you seen what the media's like with you? Look what they were like with Mbappe when they lost to Liverpool. Mbappe, man, it was his fault. He was fucking useless, this, that, and the other. Evil. Pure evil. Anyway, that concludes AS. And then on to Sport, which is the Catalan, the pro-Barcelona newspaper. Their front page was Flick applauds Ferran, which of course is Ferran Torres. Some of you may recall years ago I was banging on about him. Do you remember? I was saying, Liverpool, you got to sign him. That was when he was at Valencia. And I was desperate for Liverpool to sign him, but we didn't. All right, they didn't take my advice. And basically the front page is a double spread, leads to a double spread inside, titled The Resurgence of Ferran Torres. And they write, when personifying Barca's current season, we could think of the goal scorer Lewandowski, the consecration of Lamine Yamal, the transformation of Rafinha, the addition of Olmo, the reappearance of Gavi, the step forward of Pedri, the appearance of Casado. However, if we look at these last 2 weeks, they are undoubtedly those of the rebirth of Ferran Torres. So they're bigging up Ferran Torres quite a bit. They also touch on Real Madrid, do Sport, and Alphonso Davies. And they write that Real Madrid appear to have cooled their interest in Bayern Munich left-back Alphonso Davies, a player that is also linked with Barca. That's why they'll be touching on that. However, it is not Sport making the claim. They're merely touching on a report that was made by Cadena SER, which is one of Spain's leading radio networks, and they're based in Madrid. There was an article, Pep, on the edge of the abyss, in relation to Manchester City. They write, Manchester City are not capable of waking up from an endless nightmare. The Sky Blue team is starting to turn defeats into a routine, an unacceptable situation for a team designed to fight for all titles. And the article concluded by saying that Pep Guardiola must secure a win against visitors Manchester United on Sunday to turn things around. And that, my friend, concludes today's roundup of what's in the Spanish media. So, with regards to Manchester United, I do have another YouTube channel that I recently launched, which is like kind of taking the piss out of Manchester United. Go and have a look. It's MEH United TV. So it's youtube.com/@meh, M-E-H, meh, United TV, right? Already got 500 subscribers, not even tried yet. Do you know what I'm saying? I put one video up, I think it was yesterday, or maybe the day before, I can't remember. It's got like, last time I looked, 4,500 views, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a very successful channel. And I think you're going to enjoy it when I really get into it, because I'm going to be doing all sorts of different things. Like, people, when they have a YouTube channel, it's always about the club they love. No one ever does one about the club that they fucking don't love. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing something a little different there, if you want to come over and join us, you know what I mean? So that's it. So nothing about Buggerlugs again, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I was thinking about this on the drive back from the barbers. The silence, you know, I was trying to work it out, you know, well, not so much work it out, I was pondering, and it's like, you know, no news is good news, you know, but I just find it very strange that the last reporting in Spain, right, from those newspapers, was Real Madrid officials to sit down with Liverpool officials at the official pre-match meal at Anfield for the Liverpool versus Real Madrid fixture to discuss Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, why would they need to discuss it with Liverpool? They only need to discuss it with Liverpool if they're looking at doing something for January, because obviously in the summer he can do what he wants. Since then, nothing. Even because I keep thinking to myself, well, they're not mentioning anything about the need for defenders because they're not in crisis anymore. But after the Liverpool defeat, that's crisis to them. And they didn't mention anything then. So I find it very, very strange that the the reporting of the need for a right back has gone exceptionally quiet. Now, you might go, oh, maybe that means there's something done somewhere, even if it's not Trent, another player, maybe. However, they're not talking about the centre-back either, so that's keeping me relatively calm as well. So I would continue to keep an eye on Real Madrid's fixtures. I've been telling you that for months. I think, well, not their fixtures, their results. Because I think if they're the crisis, then maybe that does affect things. Since the summer, maybe before the summer, I can't remember. I've always said that the last bit of intel I had not the last bit, a little bit of intel I had from the Trent camp, so to speak, was that they would drag it out as long as they could into the year to see if Real Madrid came in, and when they've done that, right? So. But I'm not sure Real Madrid have. I don't know. I think if Real Madrid come in for him, I think he takes it, to be honest with you. I will be recording a video shortly. I had some contact from a Real Madrid fan overnight who just wants to put some opinion forward to you. And I'm going to do that probably in my next video, all right? And Virgil van Dijk will be mentioned in that video as well, and Trent. I realised yesterday, YouTube only sends out 3 notifications per day for my uploads. And that's the thing with everybody's channel, all right? So if you do more than 3 videos, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th videos, they don't, notifications are not pushed out. Sometimes I go, why is there no notifications? So that's why, so you're not getting spammed. So bear in mind, I do, when I'm in a good mood and I'm feeling like, on the ball, I do churn a lot of content out. So, don't rely on the notifications. If you've got X, follow Cop Talk TV. If you've got Facebook, follow Cop Talk TV. If you're in our chat room on Telegram, make sure you look out for the notifications. I always post on these things when I put a video out. If you don't have any of those things and you enjoy my content, keep dropping in and out during the day, because I do churn out additional videos. And I was thinking the other day, I thought, you know what I mean? I thought, I don't do too bad with my channel, considering I don't really try. And I did 12 videos the other day when I weren't feeling too good, which is quite funny because that's not me trying. Do you know what I mean? Because if there was a lot to talk about, I'd sit here fucking doing videos all day for you guys. I really would. I love it. I enjoy it. Anyway, I'll leave you with it. I've got more things I want to do for you. I'll be doing a live stream this afternoon at 1 o'clock UK time. Don't think I'll be doing one this evening, but I'm not sure. I've not done any for the last couple of nights in the evening, I think, and I've got to be honest, I've enjoyed just chilling a little bit and watching a bit of football. So I'll leave it with you, all right? Please thumbs up the video if you appreciate my effort. Please drop me a comment if there's anything in this video you'd like to post a comment about. And if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button. It's a love heart. If you don't see it under the video, read the video description. There's 3 other ways you can support me, or you can become a channel member, or better still, a VIP member, and make my fucking Christmas. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'll speak to you in a bit. All right.